What's going on, everyone? CJ back here with another episode of the Madden 23 Cupcake Relocation Franchise. I realized that I made a grave error last week, and I am still, right now, days later, kicking myself for it. Last week, when we played the Indianapolis Colts, it was indecent exposure because there was just sacks everywhere. The reason why that happened is because our starting superstar left tackle, Ronnie Stanley, is injured. Now, myself being the dumb human being that I am, instead of putting somebody to replace Ronnie Stanley that is good, like say for example our hidden development rookie Damian Henson or Darrell Williams, who has played good for us in the past, I decided to leave Joshua Stills, who doesn't even have a freaking picture, in as left tackle, and that is where I would say 99% of the sacks came, was on that left side where Ronnie Stanley will normally play. Why did I not put Damian Henson, who we drafted, who's a hidden development player, in to replace him? I don't know, because I do dumb things and I make dumb decisions, and don't be like me when you grow up is all I can tell you. But Damian Henson hasn't really seen the field too often because our offensive line has been stout, so we don't even know what his true development trait is, but he's 6'5", 312 pounds, so he can definitely play left tackle, and I am going to go ahead and insert him into that spot right now. I actually chose Darrell Williams to play in that spot because he's a 77 overall player in the left tackle position. Damian Henson's only a 72, and if I have to sit through a game where we have auto-generated guys like Troy Burke last week sacking us 4 times, it's not going to be good for my psyche. It's not going to be good for my chi. I need to keep that centered. So Darrell Williams will be in that position, and I see that I also have 58 staff points available too, and I believe there's something I can purchase here to make the offensive line stronger, which God knows after last week's throttling, they need all the help that we can get, and I think it's in the offensive coordinator skill tree here. So let's just go ahead and take a gander at that. Yeah, weight room. Don't mind if I do. Boost the strength for offensive linemen by 4. That should definitely help. We're going against the Jags, so we're going to have to play against the likes of Josh Allen, so we know what he can do. He could be a game wrecker at times, and I'm really not trying to get this game wrecked. But take a look at the playoff picture here, which we have not done so far this season, and read it and weep, boys. Austin Armadillo's the 3rd seed in the playoffs, but our AFC Division South rivals are right on our heels. As you can see, nobody else from the AFC South is being represented in the playoffs as of right now, so we really cannot afford to lose a game against a division rival, which is why I'm playing the Jags this week. We got the Titans next week, and these games I would go out on a limb to say are must wins if we hope to make it to the postseason. Weekly awards, I guess somebody from our team won it last week. Akeem Davis-Gaither had 10 tackles and 2 picks, which is really, really good. That came in the game against the Chargers, and of course we didn't play that. If you didn't catch this last week, what we're doing now for the remainder of the season is we're playing a game each episode, and then at the end of the episode, we are simming the very next game just to make sure that we make it through this season before Madden 24 comes out. So make sure you watch the video till the end, because there are going to actually technically be 2 games played today. So taking on the Jags this weekend, have we seen this before? Lost to the Colts, big bounce back game to the Jags. I don't know. It sounds familiar. You guys tell me. I feel like the Jags have been a great palate cleanser for us in the past. We're going to defend medium pass against Trevor Lawrence because I just feel like every time we play him, that is where he decides to go on the field. And let's do run inside this week. Don Fitzpatrick is due for a big game. Didn't have one last week. He's had a handful 100+ yard rushing games this week, and I really think that we're gonna need that if we want to establish some type of offensive pace in this game. Couple upgrades available here, and hopefully it's somebody that can help Damon Sanders to have a good bounce back game this week. Lord knows he needs it. He now leads the NFL in interceptions, I am sad to say, and it is Tyler Bass who I mean, I guess he's not going to help Damon Sanders, but if Damon Sanders scores a touchdown, maybe getting some upgrades to his kick power and kick accuracy may help. So yeah, Damon Sanders leading the league in interceptions, which I am not happy about at all. Hey, I mean, I guess silver lining, we are leading the league in barbecue brisket enchilada sales. So, you know, for whatever that's worth, I guess we're doing something right, but... All right, guys. Well, I am just trying to play a good, clean football game here. We know the Jags very well. Played them now 6 times, I want to say, in this series, so no need to go through their roster. We are going to be down in Duval County, though, at TIAA Bank Stadium. Going to have to play away from home. I busted out the Austin Armadillos colors today because I feel like whenever I do that, I play well. I don't know. Could just be superstition. But, yeah, Jags, we've only lost to them 1 time, so I feel very good about this. Gonna have to keep an eye on Josh Allen. Trevor Lawrence doesn't really have too many weapons aside from Evan Ingram, but he is a weapon himself. So without further ado, guys, let's get down to TIAA Bank Stadium and get ready for the game. Kick is up and underway from Tyler Bass. Kevin Sherman, the auto-generated 2-year guy from Oregon, gonna watch this ball sail out of the back of the end zone. And Jags, I like those. They're wearing their alternate black unis, which I really, really like those. Very crisp, very clean. And Trevor Lawrence, you know, having a pretty good season. Every time that we have played the Jags, we've won most of the games, yes, but Trevor Lawrence usually always plays good, and I think we're going to start this thing off throwing some pressure in the backfield. He's coming out single back. Going to be a nice play fake there, and that is going to be a sack from Robert Quinn. Oh, father time on this team. Old man Quinn. Getting to Trevor Lawrence. That was a nice play fake, too. He fooled me, but Robert Quinn shed his block beautifully, and he introduces Trevor Lawrence to the turf here at TIAA Bank Stadium. Let's keep the pressure coming here on 2nd and 19. Going to come out nickel blitz, see where Lawrence decides to go with this thing, and this time he has Christian Kirk there, but only for a gain of 6. So how about that opening possession of the game? Our defense has the Jags in a 3rd and pretty long. 3rd and 13. You always feel confident as a defensive coordinator that you can get the opposing team off the field. So we are going to shade over top. Just don't need anybody beating us over top. That would be very bad, and it's not going to matter. It's going to be James Robinson coming out of the backfield. Big hit laid out there by John Johnson, but no defender accounted for James Robinson. And he gets a big gain coming out of the backfield on the little drag route. Okay, well, I said defensive coordinators always feel good about getting the other team off the field on 3rd and long, but I bet our defensive coordinator feels like crap right now because James Robinson just carved us up. And he also got the handoff there and also picked up 5. Kind of disheartening. You feel like we could have gotten him off the field there, and we did not. Now Travis Etienne in the game, so that Clemson connection is right there, and Etienne's actually going to catch it. Another big hit there laid out by McGriff. So the hit sticks are on display here in Duval County, but so far, no fumbles as a result of them. Go ahead and bring in our big 46 package here. Lawrence coming out single back. Got James Robinson back there. Robinson is going to get it and trying to make something happen, but there was just too many armadillos because, of course, we brought out more defensive linemen in that formation, and it proved to be a wise decision. So now 2nd and 7 here. This could be a draw to Robinson because I know this formation from my playbook. It's not, though. That is a formation that has a draw. Let's strip. Somebody strip Glenn Rabb, please. We're not going to strip him, and he is going to pick up a 1st down. I don't like this Jags team so far. I got to be honest with you. They're playing pretty good, making me look a little silly over here, and I do not like looking silly. I did not wake up today wanting to look silly, and I look extremely silly right now as Zay Jones just caught a big bomb from Trevor Lawrence, and I'm guessing that was Keegan McGriff playing coverage. Keegan McGriff, if it was, let's see if it's number 20. It is. Didn't even make a play on the ball. Just watched Zay Jones go up in the air, catch that. Keegan McGriff, I thought he was really good when we drafted him. He was tied for the highest player in that draft 2 seasons ago. He's had flashes of goodness. I won't even say greatness. But I just feel like more oftentimes than not, he gets owned and mossed, and when it's one-on-one coverage, I feel like Keegan McGriff loses. Michael Blount Jr. going to get this very short kick here and try to make something happen. He did not really make anything happen as we only get it to the 20. So Damon Sanders, yes, he had some pretty untimely picks the last time you guys saw him in action. He now leads the league at 15, so don't like to see that. Never like to see that. He was doing so good there at the beginning of the season too, man, and kind of falling off the rails here as we get a little bit deeper into the season. But no worries, you know, that happens. This could be a streak to T. We tried that so many times against the Colts, and it just wasn't hitting, and I don't think it is going to hit there either. But McCole Hardman has some speed, gets the edge, and that is great to see. Damon Sanders' first completion will be good for a gain of 22 to McCole Hardman. That is awesome to see. McCole Hardman is that speedy playmaker that can do a lot of things after the catch. And this, you know, I'm going to be aggressive here. And I think that this could be, I talked about those one-on-one shots to T. This could be one right here, depending on what that free safety does. What's he going to do? I don't think he's going to get there. I think T has it. And he dropped it on the early breakup. Are you kidding me? Andre Cisco was able to break that up from T. Higgins? I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying it. T beats his man on the press, first of all. Right there, boom, and I saw it. Maybe I should have bullet passed it. I did kind of touch pass it, but T has it. T has it. How is Andre Cisco? I mean, I don't even know. I'm without words at this point. I need those Mosses back from T, man. We were doing that a lot in games past. We'll come out single back here. Gonna be a play fake though, and we're gonna give McCole a shot, and wow, what a pass lead. We had Shaq Griffin right there going step for step with Hardman, and we led it a little bit to the left, threw it. It wasn't even over the head of Shaq Griffin. It was like under his armpit area, I guess, like almost went through him. But I'll tell you what, I'm not arguing with it. I will take that. Josh Allen is getting ID'd and double team. That's what's happening right now, because maybe we can double team him. I'm not sure if we can. Whatever, we won't. But this is going to be left to Dom Fitzpatrick. Somebody block. Somebody block. There we go. Good blocks. Dom, shake somebody. I spun the wrong way. I don't care. It was still pick up a 13, which I will take. Okay, this has to be an audible right here, and this has to be a vertical to Michael Blount. It's got to be Michael Blount. He's not going to be getting guarded here, I don't think. He should be wide open. It's going to be a couple step drop back, and it is. There's Blount. Please break it, tackle. Don't fumble it. Michael Blount Jr. sure-handed, and he gets very close to the end zone. I saw that one from jump, baby. We lined up. It was going to be an inside zone to Dom, but we had three receivers on the left side. I saw that there was a edge rusher lined up there in front of Michael Blount, and I just knew. I knew that he was going to be open on a quick step, drop back. Now it's 1st and goal. 3 yards to go. Can we get it to Jamal Agnew? We do, and that is how you answer. I'm just happy that we found the end zone, man. We didn't find the end zone at all against the Colts last week, and I'll tell you what, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. I don't think you guys like that either. So really good to see us find pay dirt on our opening possession and match what the Jags were able to do. Tyler Bass going to boot this thing through the uprights here in Duval, and exciting start to this game. Lots of offense, not a lot of defense from either side. 7-7 is your score, and, you know, need to see this defense come alive. We haven't gotten too many picks as of late. I know at the beginning of the season, Greedy Williams was just picking people off left and right. Keegan McGriff had a couple, and I feel like we really need to see that in this game. I don't think that if we allow Trevor Lawrence to be turnover free, that we really have a good chance of winning this game. Call me crazy, but I just don't think that we do. He's going to come out shotgun. He's got Travis, and it's going to be a read option, but Marcus Davenport was there. Not going to go down as a sack, going to go down as a run, and Cameron Fleming also going to go down as well, as he just got hurt on that play. I'm sticking with pressure here. I just got to see Trevor Lawrence get rattled back there. It's the only way, and there's pressure, and it's there, and it gets home. House call for Akeem Davis-Gaither. He's been a good pickup for us. He's been a really good pickup for us. He has a handful of interceptions so far this season. He's got a forced fumble that I can recall. He's got a bunch of sacks, just got a big one there on Trevor Lawrence. And now 3rd and 17. You can't tell me that we cannot get them off the field on 3rd and 17. Please, we have to. We have to. We have to. And no, there's so many people open down there, and it's going to be Glenn Rebb. What was going on with that coverage?
You can't tell me that we cannot get them off the field.
So 2nd and 7 now. Trevor Lawrence going to stick with ETN in the backfield, and could be, I thought it was going to be a screen, but it's not. And this is got to be, wow. Just wow. Our secondary is getting cooked. George Foreman style, as Glenn Rabb, the auto-generated 2-year man from Louisville. I even switched on to John Johnson, and Glenn Rabb was just gone. Got to match energy here, man. The Jags have found the end zone twice. We cannot fall behind in that category, and I'll tell you what, we're going to give McColl a shot there. Threw that way too far out of bounds. Got to go PAX burst here, right? I mean, I know it's only the first quarter, but we have to keep pace with the Jags the way they're playing. And there is Bruce. That's why I love that play. Can Bruce maybe? Okay, he does kind of stiff arm there, Christian Fulton, but doesn't matter because he got great yardage, and now we got 14 seconds to go, and we are past midfield. A lot of fireworks here in the first quarter, most of them by the Jaguars, none of them by our defense, and some of them by our offense. But we are moving. We're past midfield now. We're into Jags territory, and, you know, if this has to be a shootout, it's got to be a shootout. It is what it is. We just have to adapt to the flow of the game. So it's 1st down here. We're coming out of single back. Gonna see what we can make happen. And I pressed the wrong button there. I did not mean to throw that to Dom Fitzpatrick at all. We'll come out of the shotgun here with a bunch to our right. See who wants to go ahead and get open. And it is McColl. McColl having a good game. Having a very good game here. Damon Sanders having a pretty good game in his own right. Turnover free so far, knock on wood. I don't have any wood around here, but if you guys are sitting at a desk made of wood or something of that nature, please knock on it for me. Not that it will matter because I recorded this before you knocked on it, but whatever.
You serious right now? You gotta be better.
I don't care. What I'm saying is we got to pick this up, man. It's going to be draw to Fitz here, so we'll see what the linebackers do. Fitz has some nice blockers, so at least he is running pretty good, I would say, so far in this game. That's a pickup of 7, and let's not go away from him. Let's not go away from Fitzpatrick, but I'll tell you what we are going to go away from. We are going to go away from Josh Allen here, because I do not like running it towards him. Never like to do that. So we'll see, no blockers there. Too many Jaguars converged, and now it is 3rd and 2. This is a big one here. This is a big one. Going to be looking for probably Ronnie Ellerby or Bruce Joyner, depending, and it's Ellerby. It is Ronnie Ellerby, so Ronnie Ellerby picking up the 3rd down conversion. Of course, our rookie tight end out of Alabama. Got to check on his dev trait because that might be, I want to say, revealed by now. Not 100% sure. If it's not, it's going to be darn close. So 1st and 10 here. We might have Fitzpatrick coming out of the backfield. We do. Can I get it to him? I do. Tried to look at T's way there. I didn't like it, so I quickly pivoted back to Dom Fitzpatrick, and luckily he was open on that wheel route, or that could have been bad news bears for your boy here. But T. Higgins, what do you want to do? Let's put him on an out route. That sounds like a good idea. Could have Mechie or Joyner on the drags as well, and it's going to be Mechie. I don't know. I let him way too far on that, so that was not a good pass by me. Going to be Mechie or T, so I'm going to put Joyner on a streak just to maybe, hopefully, lead Aluakon a little bit away from him, but might not have to because there's Mechie. Yes, catching it right there in the middle of the end zone. Thank you, John Mechie. And again, we respond to the Jags. So which team's defense is going to be the first to step up here? I hope it's ours, of course. I'm sure Doug Peterson hopes that as well. But I feel like whatever team's defense steps up first, that could ultimately be the victor of this one. So let me be quiet. Good kick from Tyler Bass. You guys know I'm not allowed to talk anymore during kicks, so I don't do that. 14-14, so we got ourselves a good old-fashioned Donnybrook brewing here in Duval. Good old-fashioned barn burner, if you will. I wasn't really prepared for a barn burner. I guess I just kind of thought that the way that we typically play the Jags. Usually we play really well, but at least we got a fun, exciting one on our hands. Kevin Sherman, the 2-year player from Oregon, going to take this out of the end zone. And now Jags coming back onto the field for another drive. Big third down. I just said the first defense to step up. I feel like that's who may win this ball game. Can it be this Armadillos defense right now? They're going to get a chance to do so. Couldn't bring Robinson down on first contact. He keeps the legs moving and picks up the first down. So many chances to get the Jags off the field in third down, and we just haven't been able to capitalize. But I'll tell you who is capitalizing is big Jalen Burnett, who had a 3-sack performance against the Indianapolis Colts last week. Looking like he's picking where he left off there. No sacks so far, but that was a big loss of 2 in the backfield. Now 3rd and 9, please. I'm so sick of not getting the Jags off the field on third down. This has to be it. This has to be it. Please let it be. And there's no coverage again, but it's a breakup by Greedy Williams. Thank you. I would have been so upset if Greedy would have got owned there. And finally, our defense does step up. And we just needed that so bad. Logan Cook gonna boot this thing back to Michael Blount Jr. Just let it drop. I'm not taking any chances. I will start this drive from the 20. All right, coming out of single back here. Let's go ahead and send Michael Blount Jr. in motion. This is gonna be a give to Fitzpatrick out of the single back formation. If we can get a good block, which we got one there briefly from Kenyon Green, and then he just kind of like decided to stop. Okay, 2nd and 8 now. Coming out 3 wide receivers to the left. Someone's got to get open here, and I think it's Blount, and he actually hangs on to it with the aggressive catch. Thank you. Michael Blount Jr. is a physical archetype type of receiver, and he went up, climbed the ladder there. He had Shaq Griffin running, step for step with them, but a good catch by Blount. That is what you love to see if you are an offensive coordinator. Your playmakers going up and making plays. Let's go back to Fitzpatrick because we get the ball back after halftime, and I want to drain some of this clock. Fitz has a big hole, looking for more, and he stiff arms the defender there, but it didn't matter because he was already to the second level. Dom now very close to the half-century mark, so he is running much better than he was last week, and I will take that. Dom is overdue for a big game. We're coming out pistol. We were going to go outside, but let's go inside because we did make that our focus game plan, and that time nobody decided to block for Sade Aluakan, which you can't do. You always got to be putting a body on that guy. All right, 2nd and 9 here. Could be a quick pass to T. If not, we're going to the drags. It's Bruce Joyner. Nobody wants to guard him, and let's just go out of bounds as we are going to be wrestled there out of bounds there by Jordan Smith. 3rd and 5 here. Not upset with settling for a field goal, but you know I want to find the end zone. That is what, it's Bruce. Can we get it up there high enough for him? It's Joyner climbing the ladder. Yes, Bruce freaking Joyner. Big time Bruce. I could see through his head. That was very disturbing. But I saw him get open there, and I knew that he had a linebacker on him, Foye Aluakan. So if we threw that thing up high enough, he should have been able to climb the ladder. He climbed that ladder on his fireman type of ish, went up there and got that, and that is about the best I could have hoped for that drive to go. Let me stop talking right this moment. Good kick there. I guess my only thing, if I'm going to nitpick, I would have liked to have that clock a little bit less than 42 seconds, but I'm never going to be upset with picking up points and finding the end zone. And man, oh man, we didn't find the end zone at all against Indy. We're finding that bad boy in this game, and I'm here for it. Guest pass coming out in dime, shading over top. They're coming out single back. I'm not understanding. Somebody help me understand what's going on here with Doug Peterson and his play calling. And somebody get to Lawrence, please. Wow. It looks like the Jags are going to get some points here, but not good clock management. And this is going to make it a long attempt for Austin Seibert. I feel like if they were going to call a timeout, they should have called it right away. But this is going to be a tough one. I'm not confident that Austin Seibert's going to make this. And of course, I really hope he doesn't. So let's see what happens. He is going to make it just barely. So good kick there by Seibert, and that is going to take us to halftime. Good game here going as Damon Sanders takes the knee. Just going to get into the locker room. I'm not going to do anything dumb. But yeah, we got a good one. 21-17. You know, our defense has done just enough. They haven't done much, but they've done just enough to give us a 4-point lead. And passing yards are about even. We're out rushing the Jags. Dom Fitzpatrick, I think, needs to continue to be the focus, because if he duplicates what he did in the second half, he will go over 100 yards. And I think that we are going to defend the short pass on Lawrence. We got a chance to score here. We get the ball back. If we could go up by double digits, that's really going to put the pressure on Peterson and Lawrence and these Jags. So nothing to it but to do it. Let's just shut up and make it happen. Okay, third quarter is underway. We're going to start this thing out single back, and I think we're actually going to roll out here with Sanders. We got Joyner. He wasn't past the line of scrimmage, so that is good to see. How about Bruce Joyner, man, coming alive? If you watched the end of the episode last week, that simmed game against the Chargers, he had 3 touchdowns. He's got one this game already, got tons of yards. That one was a huge chain mover as well, and good way to start the third quarter. Now we're going to put it in the hands of old Dom Fitzpatrick here, coming out in the single back formation. Part of me wants to audible to T, but those high points just aren't hitting the way that I would like them to. Good juke there by Dom, so it's good to see that Dom Fitzpatrick is still running well. I feel like we are going to need him to continue running well if we want any sort of shot of beating the Jags. Let's put John Mechie on a streak as we come out of this shotgun bunch formation. See what maybe he can do, which I actually kind of like him, and that is bouncing around there. Oh my God, I just saw my god dang life flash before my eyes. Interception. I would have damaged some equipment here in my office, and this equipment ain't cheap, I'll tell you guys. 3rd and 5 now. Let's please pick this up. Can McColl do it? I think he can. It's going to be close. Did just barely pass the first down stick by a short and curly. Now 2nd and 6. We're getting very close. We're already in Tyler Bass field goal range probably. So let's just continue pushing this thing downfield. There's Michael Blount. Ooh, 50-50 ball. I thought maybe the safety intercepted it there, but Michael Blount Jr. was sure-handed. He's now at 4 for 49. So that was a little bit too close for comfort, but, you know, I will certainly take it. And I think Dom should be able to pick this up out of the pistol. Please do not let me down, Dom Fitzpatrick. I have all the confidence in the world in you, my brother. And big hole. Yes, there we go. Dom Fitzpatrick still moving. He's now at 81 yards. So I think it is safe to say that this has been already a bounce back game from Dom Fitzpatrick. Still a lot of football left to go as well. So he's only going to continue to add to that. Let's come out. Let's not go away from him. Let's do draw. The last time we called a draw, it didn't work so well. So let's go ahead and redeem ourselves, which we're going to get so close, but Fitzpatrick is stopped at the 2. I'm not going to go away from Fitz at all. There is nothing in this world that will allow me to not give the ball to Dom Fitzpatrick in this situation. And he gets in, sneaks in just barely. Man, oh man. All right, so didn't double dip like I wanted to, but we do go up by 10, possibly 11, pending the Tyler Bass extra point here, and that puts the pressure on Doug Peterson, but more importantly, it gives me a little bit of breathing room. So speaking of breathing, let me stop and get some breaths in while I kick this extra point. Good kick by Tyler Bass, and we are, sure enough, going to go up by 11 points. So that is just thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dom Fitzpatrick, Bruce Joyner, Damon Sanders all played very good on that drive. Lawrence actually playing really good. He's slinging the ball around. No turnovers yet on his behalf. And this time he's going to come out tight, single back formation. So got to watch James Robinson back there. Javon Hargrave made some nice moves, and going to be an incomplete pass as the pressure was in Lawrence's face there. And he just kind of had to probably throw that thing away a little bit sooner than he would have hoped. So now 2nd and 10 here. Defense playing good on this drive. It's going to be sending a man in motion, and it's going to be a James Robinson give there, but Jason Verrett was able to stop him before it could turn into anything more. Another third down here. Let's audible into Tampa contain. Got to watch Travis Etienne over here. He's to Lawrence's right. What did I say? It's a give to Etienne. Armadillos, did we stop him? 4th and inches, so we did stop him. Denzel Perryman was able to do the job, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Jags go for this and they're not. Doug Peterson, man, where's the cojones, my brother? Where is the no gonads shown on this play? Thank God. That would be pretty indecent exposure if I do say so myself. Just let that thing bounce. I can't believe that Doug Peterson didn't go for that. I would have in a heartbeat. I realize you're on your own 45, but come on, man. You're down by 11. Opposing team, meaning us, starting to look really good. And most NFL teams can pick up inches, but hey, it is what it is. We're going to start this thing out in the single back, so we'll see who wants to go ahead and get open, and I think that's McCole. It is McCole Hardman. He fumbled it. McCole, my brother. I was just about to say that you are playing good. Please let me get a booth review. Knees down, that one's coming back, not even worried about it. Booth review, as I mentioned, I don't even have to look at the replay because I could tell that his knee was already down and the ruling on the field is overturned, so that's good, but still, man, too close for comfort. Too close for comfort. We cannot, will not, should not, hopefully won't let the Jags back into this game here on some dumb turnovers. 2nd and 4 here. And Bruce is going to be the call, and that was good defense. Now 3rd and 4. We got to pick this up, man. Don't let the Jags back into this game. We can't do that, and that is going to be John Mechie hanging on to it. Got tackled from both sides. Boye Aluakon and Shaq Griffin kind of sandwiched him there, but he held onto the ball, not fumbling like his cohort McCole, and this drive is going to stay alive. Let's see. Maybe we can get Michael Blount Jr. on a little corner route. If we can get that safety to take McCole Hardman on the streak, I think that we got it. We'll see what he does, and sure enough, there's Michael Blount. That's that coaching galaxy brain that I am known for. Rarely, never, but every once in a while, I make good decisions and good pre-snap adjustments. I would say that's a pretty good pre-snap adjustment there, as Michael Blount Jr. making a clutch catch indeed. Now it's 1st and 10 here. We're going to stay in pass formation here for a little while. I don't like anybody, though. Damon, you got to throw it away. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That could have been all bad there. Maybe let's put Mechie on a streak, and maybe that will help T. Higgins to possibly get open on the slant, and I knew that was going to happen. That's Trayvon Walker. I feel like any button I would have pressed there would have been an INT. I saw, I think that was Darrell Williams over there, just get shoved to the turf, and I just looked up to the sky and accepted my fate. Big 3rd and 20. Can we possibly find a way to pick this up? There's John Mechie, and oh my God, he does! Wow, okay, so Jags picked up a couple big 3rd downs in this game. Now we pick up a 3rd down in this game. That was a tough one, too. Last play before the 4th quarter here, gonna be a draw to Fitz. Can we get some good blockers? Fitz trying to shake around there, juke and jive, juke and weave, and there's not a good sign if you are an Austin Armadillos fan, which I hope that you all are, because T. Higgins has been hurt a lot this season, and looks like he might be hurt again. So hopefully he can come back, shake it off a little bit. That would be good. I am going to actually audible this. I do not like passing in this situation. We're going to give it to Dom instead, and Dom just going to be met there by Foyesade Aluakon, and that is going to take, and I couldn't even see, T. Higgins will not come back in this game, so that sucks. T. Higgins, great player. He's played great for us. Very fun, exciting. He has the injury bug. He does have the injury bug. That much is for sure. And now we're in a tough situation. 3rd and goal. We're coming out single back. Don't really know where to go with this football. I'm scanning. I'm surveying. It's McCole. Yes. McCole Hardman. Thank you. McCole Hardman is playing his left butt cheek off. No, that's not even. That was McCole Hardman. Ronnie Ellerby jumped into the stands. He's just happy to be here. So he's allowed to do that. But that was definitely McCole Hardman on that slant. This is a little bit more like it, guys. This is the Austin Armadillos team that we have come to know and love this season. Putting up points, getting a lot of... okay, well, I don't know what that was, but Trevor Lawrence decided to just throw it to a lucky cameraman. As I was saying, though, this is the Austin Armadillos team that we've come to know and love. Score in the end zone, Damon Sanders getting over 300 yards, and defense doing just enough to win. Although that time it was a good pass to the middle of the field by Christian Kirk. Still no picks, though. I really need to see a couple interceptions. That would make me a very happy boy indeed. Especially if it's someone like Greedy Williams, who had 4 in the first couple weeks of this season and has been quiet ever since. So can we maybe get a pick or something with Lawrence? Oh, I thought that was going to be it from McGriff. Talk about perfect timing. Keegan almost just made a spectacular moment in this video. But he still played good defense. Let's switch to man coverage here. Got to watch good old James Robinson there in the back of the field. No, it's not. It's going to be a pass to second-string tight end Andrew Singer. It looks like, yes, that is Singer, the 2-year now auto-generated guy from Stanford. First and goal here. Lawrence going to come out single back tight formation. Going to be a give to James Robinson, but not able to make anything happen as Javon Hargrave and company. And take a look at our takeaways. Our season ranking is 28th, which is not good, towards the bottom of the league. And of course, we got 0 today. I thought this defense was going to be turnover heavy as we started this season. They've gone kind of quiet in the second half here. Going to be a draw to Robinson. Wow, what a move by him, getting it all the way down to the 1. Jags are coming out 0 wide receiver formation. So you know what that means. I'm going all in on the 60 out Jags blitz. Could be like a fullback dive. Christian Harris, this is where he earns his keep right here. So let's see if he does it. And it's going to be a toss to Robinson, but not Christian Harris, but it's Marcus Davenport. Do not understand why teams do that, man. You get down to the 1-yard line and they come out 0 wide receiver and always just do some. That was not a good call. A toss play in that situation is not the right move. We sniffed it out beautifully, and now they have to go for it. They got no chance. We're going to go dime safety blitz. Could be a very bad decision by me, but you know what? We're winning this ball game. We have a luxury of doing that. I don't think feet were in bounds. They were not. Austin Armadillos defense come away with the stop. Dom Fitzpatrick just ripped off a huge gain, by the way. I wasn't commentating during it, but he is now at 110 yards. We're going to sub in Khalid Kramer, and we are just in cruise control mode here. Nice move by Kramer, but right now we are just trying to drain this clock and get out of this thing with a victory. And as long as we don't do anything dumb, as I say that, I might want to change the ball carrier to conservative just because I do not want to see any fumbles. But as long as we can just drain this clock as much as possible, I don't see a scenario in which the Jags can even still be in this game. Let's see if Dom can continue to increase that yardage, which it looks like he will. And he's going to be very close. He's at $115 now. Dom on a draw. They're bringing in the blitz, and he's not going to get it. But we're just going to punt this thing back to the Jags guys. Not going to do anything dumb. And that's going to be it. Great performance for your Austin Armadillos. 35-17 will, in fact, be your final score here. And that is what I am talking about. That is the Austin Armadillos team that has led us to first place in the AFC South. That team we saw the other week against the Colts, I don't know what that was. Or maybe that was just me. But this is the team right here. The performances that we have come to expect from some of these players. And actually, as it was garbage time, I wasn't commentating, so you guys won't see it. We actually forced a fumble. It was Zay Jones caught it. Not even sure who forced it, but I know Denzel Perryman picked it up. So we actually did get a turnover. Not that it was really a game changer because the game was already over at that point, but I did say at the beginning of the episode that we needed to get a turnover, and we got one. So there you go. So taking a look at the stats here, Damon Sanders, 150.0 QB rating. A lot better than last week, as I think it was like a 49. Does go over 300 yards, as does Lawrence. Damon Sanders had 4 touchdowns. Lawrence had 2. So that was the difference right there. Dom Fitzpatrick, hello. Welcome back. We missed you. 25 attempts, 125 yards, 5 yards per carry average, and a touchdown. Receiving, Michael Blount Jr., 6 for 97. Gotta love it. McCole Hardman, 6 for 79 and a touchdown. Bruce Joyner, a touchdown, 4 for 88. And the big question mark, the big story here is I don't even see him on here because I don't think we even targeted him. But T. Higgins did not return in that game. So, you know, gonna be interesting to see what happens to T. Had a couple sacks in there as well. Jedrick Wills is gonna get an upgrade if my Madden server will unfreeze here. We're gonna go pass protector on Jed Wills. It's going slow right now. Not sure if it's something with the servers or not. That does get Jed up to an 85. +2 to pass block power is always nice. And then Alan Schmidt doesn't really get his name called too often. We're going to go pass coverage just to get him a little bit closer to that scheme fit. One new injury. Here it is. So it is going to be T. Higgins. The question is, how long will he be gone? Torn labrum, 4 weeks. So pretty much the rest of the season, we are going to be T-less. Ronnie Stanley will come back next week, which is just thank you. We really missed him, but we get the victory against the Jags. We improve to 8-4. Now we got the Minnesota Vikings coming up next week, and of course I am going to simulate that game, so hopefully you guys are still here with me. Chance to really assert our dominance, and we got a breakout running back challenge. Hello, gotta be Dom Fitzpatrick, of course. Part of me wants to actually play this game now because I'm sure that he won't get the upgrade in sim, but let's see what Dom Fitzpatrick needs to improve. He needs to get 2+ touchdowns or 100 yards rushing and receiving. I feel like in sim he won't get that. Maybe he will. I'm gonna do the weekly strategy here real quick, and I'll see you guys back in a second. Kirk Cousins no longer here in Minnesota, as the Vikings got Sterling Wesley as their rookie QB of the future. And wow, this cat is an 81 rated overall. I bet you he has a dev trait that is superstar or higher. I got to check this real quick because I'm very curious. No, he's only star. But all right, looks to be a very good player. Who else do the Vikings got? They still got Dalvin Cook. I saw that he's going to be a free agent in real life, but he's still on this team. Wide receivers, I'm sure they got Jay Jettas, but he's injured, so that's not good to see. Adam Thielen, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Okay, anybody else crazy here on this roster? Looks like some of the normal people that we typically see. Harrison Phillips, wow. Talk about being stricken by injury. I thought we were. The Vikings certainly are as well. Daniil Hunter's still here, so Eric Kendrick, superstar. All right, so can we make it 2 in a row here? We are only 1 game in front of the Titans, and we play them next week. So we haven't played the Titans yet. We play them in week 15 and then in week 17. So with the click of a button, can we beat? We're not going to play the game, no. With the click of a button, can we beat the Minnesota Vikings and improve to 9-4? Fingers crossed. I'm hoping to see that W. And we do. 27-20. Whoa, hold on there. By 1 point. And we get, I would normally save this for next week, but I gotta check the breakout player message. Did Dom Fitzpatrick achieve his goals? Nope, he didn't. And again, I mentioned that it's very tough for, I feel like, running backs to achieve breakout scenarios like that in sim unless they're already really good. But let me check the box score and see what happened. It was a good game, I can tell you that much. We escaped by a 1-point victory. Wow. So Damon Sanders, okay, no touchdowns and 1 pick. Interesting. 219 yards. So how did we score? And if it wasn't Dom Fitzpatrick, then who was it? Let me take a look here. So Sanders, yep, not a good game from him. It was Khalid Kramer. Wow. Only 17, and Dom almost got 100 yards too. Wow. If he would have got 5 more yards, that would have completed his breakout scenario challenge. But Khalid Kramer and Alex Collins scored a touchdown. What kind of sim was this? I mean, I guess if we got the victory, who cares? McCole Hardman, Blount Jr. played good. Bruce Joyner never really got involved too much. What did our defense do? That's the question. No interception, or Grant Delpit had an interception, so that's good. Any sacks? Davenport and Burnett got one. Jalen Burnett starting to come alive. So wow. 2 for 2 on the Sims. Gotta love that. And just so you don't think I did any funny business, no, I did not force Sim that win. Couple games here you see with the 2 played next to it. That is because my PS5 almost all since I started, it wasn't doing this before, but since I started this season, it overheats like every game and it shuts off. I don't know why it's doing that, and then I have to power it back on and jump back into the game. So Madden registers that as a second attempt on the game, even though it's not. But you guys see, I didn't force Sim, I didn't force the win, nothing like that. We just played better. So now 9-4. Maybe I will sim the Titans next week and play the Bears, because I don't want to just keep playing AFC South teams. I don't know. We'll see. But that's going to do it for me tonight, guys. As always, I appreciate you guys stopping by. I will catch you on the next one. Until then, peace.